The Russians pulling back from Kyiv, focusing appears now on the east where they've had a bit more military success. Are we in a new phase in this war?
I think this is evidence that Russia's original plans to take over the whole country, including Kyiv, have been dealt a devastating setback.
But as Russian troops pulled back, and as you said, they're saying that this was, say, a withdrawal in order to allow diplomacy to have more success, they were pushed back, and it allowed Ukrainian troops to go in. But what they saw was evidence of atrocities. There were bodies on the street, many of them with their hands tied behind their backs.
And the Ukrainian foreign minister said Russia aims to eliminate as many Ukrainians as they can. Beyond war crimes, do you see this as genocide?
Look, we will look hard and document everything that we see, put it all together, make sure that the relevant institutions and organizations that are looking at this, including the State Department, have everything they need to assess exactly what took place in Ukraine, who's responsible, and what it amounts to.
Vladimir Putin was never an extraordinary KGB agent, and he has been a tyrant for longer than he was a KGB agent. Dictators do tend to become isolated, and they become isolated not because they choose to become isolated, although I think that has happened with Putin as well, but because their aides are afraid to be messengers of bad news. If Putin is not seeing the footage from Bucha, from the outskirts of Kiev, where retreating Russian troops have left the bodies of civilians with their hands tied behind their backs. Anybody who doesn't see that footage is choosing not to see it.
There's been a lot of focus, and rightly so, on this helicopter attack that took out a fuel depot inside of Russia near Belgorod.
We all need to keep remembering, Martha, Russia is the aggressor, and they are attacking inside Ukraine very, very brutally. I mean, it's not just that they're hitting oil and weapons depots and airfields. I mean, they're hitting residential areas. They're killing civilians. They're hitting schools and hospitals. I mean, they have shown no effort to be discriminate in the kinds of attacks that they're launching through airstrikes. So do the Ukrainians have the right to defend themselves? Of course they do.
And if they feel like they need to take out a fuel depot across the Russian border, go for it. I'm for giving the Ukrainians anything that they can use and as fast as we can get it there.
The only way that we're going to end the bloodshed and the terror that we're seeing unleashed in Ukraine and protect Europe and democracy is to do everything we can to impose even greater costs on Putin.